In the tapestry of human history, few texts hold the enduring power and influence of the book of Genesis. As the first book of the Bible, Genesis introduces us to the foundational narratives that have shaped Western civilization for millennia. From the very first verse, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth," we are transported to a time of primordial chaos where God's creative power brings forth order and life. Join us as we embark on a captivating exploration of the book of Genesis, uncovering the profound insights it offers into the human experience and our place in the grand narrative of creation. This exploration will delve into the rich tapestry of its stories, seeking to uncover the deeper meanings and messages embedded within its verses. The book of Genesis holds a place of paramount importance within the Jewish and Christian faiths. For Jews, Genesis is known as Bereshit, the cornerstone of the Torah. Christians find in Genesis the foundation for their understanding of God's plan for humanity. The themes of sin, sacrifice, and hope for restoration resonate deeply within the Christian tradition. Beyond its religious significance, Genesis has profoundly impacted Western literature, art, and culture. The characters and narratives of Genesis have become archetypes, shaping our understanding of human nature and morality. Genesis is not a monolithic text. It invites us to engage with its complexities and ambiguities. Scholars and theologians have long debated its interpretation, exploring its historical context and literary styles. Regardless of one's approach, Genesis reflects the cultural, social, and religious norms of the ancient Near East. This exploration will embrace these complexities, inviting you to journey with us as we delve into its rich tapestry. The book of Genesis opens with a declaration of breathtaking simplicity and profound power. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The creation narrative of Genesis stands in stark contrast to the mythological accounts of other ancient cultures. God speaks the universe into being, His word carrying the weight of creative power, shaping the formless void into a symphony of order and beauty. The creation account unfolds over 6 days, a structure that has captured the imagination of theologians and scientists alike. Each day marks a distinct stage in the creative process, a progression from the formless and void to the emergence of life in all its diversity. The Genesis creation narrative is a poetic masterpiece, rich in symbolism and theological depth. The 6 days of creation represent a divine order, a cosmic template for harmony and balance. Each element of creation is carefully placed within its proper sphere, fulfilling its intended purpose. The repetition of the phrase, "and God saw that it was good," emphasizes God's delight in His creation. This divine approval reaches its crescendo on the 6th day with the creation of humanity, made in the image of God. What does it mean to be made in the image of God? Theologians have offered various interpretations. Humanity is given dominion over the earth and its creatures, tasked with being stewards of creation. This dominion is one of responsible caretaking, mirroring God's own love and concern for His creation. The creation of humanity as male and female in the image of God reflects a fundamental aspect of the divine nature itself. The creation narrative concludes with a sense of completion and rest. The creation narrative reaches its zenith with the formation of Adam and Eve, the first humans. Adam is placed in the Garden of Eden, a paradise of abundance and beauty. Adam is given dominion over the animals, naming them and establishing a harmonious relationship with the natural world. From Adam's rib, God creates Eve, a being formed from his very essence, a symbol of the profound connection and equality between man and woman. Together, Adam and Eve embody the fullness of the Imago Dei, reflecting the divine image in their complementary nature. The Garden of Eden symbolizes a state of perfect harmony, a realm where humanity exists in unbroken fellowship with God. God's commands to Adam, including the prohibition against eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, are loving guidance intended to protect their relationship. The tree of knowledge represents a choice, a test of obedience and trust. God grants Adam and Eve free will, the ability to choose between obedience and disobedience. The serpent, a cunning and deceptive creature, enters the garden, tempting Eve with the promise of knowledge and godlike power. The serpent's words sow seeds of doubt in Eve's mind, leading her to question God's motives. "You will not certainly die," the serpent assures her, promising that her eyes will be opened, and she will be like God. Eve succumbs to the temptation, taking the forbidden fruit and sharing it with Adam. Their innocence is shattered, and their relationship with God is irrevocably altered. The fall marks a pivotal turning point in human history, introducing sin and its consequences into the world. The serpent, a creature of cunning and guile, slithered into the Garden of Eden, its arrival a harbinger of turmoil. The serpent approached Eve with subtle deception, sowing seeds of doubt within her heart. "Did God really say, 'You must not eat from any tree in the garden?'" the serpent inquired. Eve recounted God's command, revealing a hint of vulnerability. The serpent, seizing upon this opening, contradicted God's words, planting seeds of doubt in Eve's mind. Eve's gaze fell upon the forbidden fruit, its appearance transformed into an object of irresistible allure. The serpent's words had awakened within her a hunger for something more. The fruit, once a symbol of God's love and provision, now represented a gateway to forbidden knowledge. Eve reached out, plucked the fruit, and sank her teeth into it, causing a profound shift. The world, once a tapestry of innocence and beauty, now appeared tainted, the shadows of sin seeping into every crevice of her perception. Exile and its aftermath. Eve, consumed by shame and newfound knowledge, sought out Adam. She offered him the fruit and Adam partook, sealing humanity's fate. The consequences were swift and devastating. Their connection with God was severed. Shame washed over them. Fig leaves became their first attempt to cover their transgression. God confronted them with sorrow and righteous anger. He cursed the serpent to crawl and eat dust. To Eve, pain in childbirth and struggle for dominance. To Adam, painful toil for food. Banished from Eden, their paradise lost. A flaming sword guarded the entrance, a reminder of their transgression. The fall cast a long shadow of sin over all creation. Section 1. Seeds of Jealousy. The story of Cain and Abel, the first siblings in human history, plunges us into the depths of human nature, exposing the destructive power of jealousy, anger, and sin's grip on the human heart. Born outside the Garden of Eden, Cain, the firstborn, became a tiller of the ground, while Abel, his younger brother, chose the life of a shepherd, tending flocks amidst the harsh realities of a world now tainted by their parents' disobedience. Time marched on, and the brothers, each in their own way, sought to honor God through their labors. Abel, the shepherd, brought the firstborn of his flock and their fat portions as an offering to the Lord, his heart filled with devotion and gratitude. Cain, the farmer, also brought an offering of the fruit of the ground, but his heart lacked the same spirit of genuine worship that characterized his brother's sacrifice. The Lord looked with favor upon Abel and his offering, a testament to the purity of his heart and the sincerity of his devotion. Cain, however, felt a searing envy ignite within him as he witnessed God's acceptance of his brother's sacrifice and the seeming indifference shown towards his own. The seeds of jealousy, sown in the fertile ground of his insecurity, began to take root, twisting his thoughts and poisoning his heart against his own brother. The Lord, perceiving the darkness in Cain's heart, reached out to him in mercy. "Why are you angry?" God inquired, his voice a blend of concern and gentle rebuke. "Sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Cain invited Abel to the field, a sinister plan taking shape within his heart. Cain rose up against Abel and killed him. Cain, his hands stained with his brother's blood, stood over Abel's lifeless body, the weight of his sin crushing down upon him. The Lord confronted Cain, his voice a mixture of sorrow and righteous anger. "Where is Abel your brother?" God inquired. "I do not know," Cain replied, his words hollow. "Am I my brother's keeper?" he added. "What have you done?" God thundered. "The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground." Cain, cursed to wander the earth, became a living embodiment of the consequences of sin. Generations passed, and the legacy of Adam and Eve's disobedience cast a long shadow over the human race. Sin, like a venomous weed, had taken root in the hearts of humankind. The world groaned under the weight of wickedness. The sons of God took wives from among the daughters of men, their offspring, the Nephilim, further polluted the earth. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great. The hearts of humanity had become hardened, their thoughts consumed by selfish desires. The earth was filled with violence and corruption. The stench of sin rose up to heaven. The Lord regretted that he had made man on the earth. The time for judgment had come, a necessary cleansing to make way for a new beginning. In the midst of this pervasive darkness, a single light shone brightly, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by sin. Noah, a man of unwavering faith, found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. In a world awash in wickedness, Noah stood apart, his heart pure, his actions guided by righteousness. The ark, a marvel of engineering, was built according to God's precise specifications. 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. It had 3 decks divided into rooms to house the creatures. A single door, a gateway to salvation which God would close. God said to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and your household." Noah gathered his family and entered the ark. Animals of all kinds began to arrive, guided by an unseen hand. Pairs of every creature entered the ark, a testament to God's creativity. The ark, once desolate, now teemed with life, a floating microcosm. Generations after the Great Flood receded, humanity, once again populating the earth, embarked on a path paved with a dangerous ambition. The descendants of Noah, bound by a common language and a shared ancestry, migrated eastward, their eyes drawn to the fertile plains of Shinar. There in the heart of Mesopotamia, a grand idea took root, a vision of unity and self-exaltation that would challenge the very heavens. "Come," they said to one another, their voices echoing with an air of defiance, "let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly." They sought to erect a city with a tower that would reach to the heavens, a monument to their collective ingenuity and a symbol of their dominion over the earth. The tower, a ziggurat piercing the sky, was intended to be a beacon of human achievement, a testament to their prowess and a defiance of any limitations imposed by a higher power. This ambitious undertaking was not merely about reaching physical heights. It was driven by a desire for fame, a yearning to make a name for themselves, to etch their legacy into the annals of history. They sought to create a unified human identity, a centralized power structure that would elevate them to a godlike status, their collective will surpassing any perceived divine authority. The tower represented a rejection of their dependence on God, a declaration of independence fueled by pride and a thirst for self-determination. Section 2, a scattering of tongues. The Lord, observing their pride, descended to witness this monument to human hubris. "Behold," the Lord declared, "they are one people, and they have all one language. Nothing they propose will now be impossible for them." God saw the danger in their unified ambition. He chose to intervene, not to punish, but to redirect their path. "Come, let us go down and confuse their language," God declared. With a breath, God scattered the people, their language fracturing into a multitude of tongues. The tower, once a symbol of ambition, now stood as a testament to their shattered dreams. Section 1, Echoes of Eden. Genesis shapes our understanding of ourselves, our world, and our relationship with the divine. From creation to Babel, Genesis weaves human experience with beauty and tragedy. We witnessed Eden's innocence and Adam and Eve's pure communion with God. Yet we confronted the fall, sin, and death's shadow over creation. Amidst darkness, Genesis whispers hope, God's love, and redemption. Section 2, the enduring legacy. The book of Genesis, though written millennia ago, speaks to us today with timeless relevance. We grapple with the same questions. Who are we? Where did we come from? What is our purpose? What is the nature of good and evil? How do we navigate relationships with each other and the divine? Genesis offers profound reflections on the human condition, insights into sin, choices, and redemption. Its legacy extends beyond religion, influencing art, literature, and philosophy. Genesis continues to captivate our imaginations, challenging us to seek meaning and purpose. Section 3, A Tapestry of Truth. As we conclude our exploration of the book of Genesis, let us not shy away from its complexities or attempt to force its narratives into neat, easily digestible boxes. Genesis, like life itself, is a tapestry of interwoven truths, some clear and readily apparent, others subtle and requiring deeper contemplation. It is a book that invites us to engage with our intellect, our emotions, and our spirits, to wrestle with its ambiguities and embrace its mysteries. Whether we approach Genesis as a sacred text, a literary masterpiece, or a historical document, its impact on human civilization is undeniable. Its stories continue to shape our understanding of the world, our place within it, and the very essence of what it means to be human. The echoes of Eden still resonate within us, a reminder of our innate longing for wholeness, for connection, for a return to a state of harmony with God and with creation. The book of Genesis, in all its richness and complexity, stands as a testament to the enduring power of story, the transformative nature of faith, and the enduring hope for redemption that lies at the heart of the human experience. May its stories continue to inspire us, challenge us, and guide us as we navigate the complexities of our own lives, seeking to live out our own unique roles in the grand narrative of creation.